Today's story is one of the most satisfying acts of revenge I've ever read. Imagine working under a boss who constantly steals your work, takes credit for everything you do, and then tries to trick you into signing something that could destroy your entire career. But instead of breaking, the original poster turned the tables so perfectly, the boss ended up losing everything: his title, his money, and even his reputation. And the best part? It was all legal and beautifully deserved. OP is a 29-year-old software developer working at a mid-sized tech company. He's smart, efficient, and always delivers ahead of schedule. But his boss, let's call him Mark, is the type of manager who built his entire career by leeching off other people's work. You know the type. Shows up late, leaves early, and somehow wins Employee of the Month every single month. Some managers genuinely have a PhD in taking credit for things they didn't even know existed. Every time OP produced something impressive, Mark would run to the executives and say, "Look what I built." OP didn't fight it at first. He just wanted a peaceful work life, but then it escalated. Mark started demanding unpaid overtime. He moved deadlines without warning. He blamed OP for bugs that Mark introduced. And whenever OP pushed back, Mark said, "I can replace you in a heartbeat. You should be grateful." One day, Mark says something that flips the entire story. "You are not allowed to talk directly to the executives anymore. Everything goes through me." Translation: "I'm scared you'll expose me." OP realizes Mark wants full control to keep stealing credit. A week later, OP finishes a complex feature ahead of schedule. Mark grabs it and shows it off to the executives like he built it. But Mark makes a catastrophic mistake. He presents an outdated version of the code, one full of bugs OP had already fixed. The executives notice. Mark panics. Bro literally exposed his own incompetence. Self-sabotage speedrun. Mark storms into OP's office screaming, "YOU embarrassed me! Fix YOU our mistake!" OP calmly pulls up screenshots, commit logs, timestamps, proof that he had delivered the correct version. Mark's face drops. Desperate, he pulls out a document and demands OP sign it immediately. This document states that OP accepts responsibility for ALL software errors in the department, including ones he didn't work on. Imagine signing a contract that basically says, "If the building explodes, it's my fault." Insanity! OP says he needs time to read it carefully. Mark snaps. "If you don't sign this, you're fired!" That's the moment OP stops tolerating the abuse and starts planning revenge. OP refuses to sign. Instead, he quietly begins gathering everything, every threatening email, every time Mark stole credit, every message demanding unpaid overtime, every lie, every time-stamped file, every manipulation, every instance of abuse. He creates a full professional dossier, but doesn't send it yet. Never interrupt your enemy when they're actively destroying themselves. Just take notes. A week later, the CEO schedules a meeting to review the department's progress. Mark enters the room smiling like a shark. When asked about the project, Mark says, "I built the entire feature myself. OP only assisted with minor details." A bold lie, but OP had done something brilliant inside the code. OP had left a harmless comment at the top. // written by OP. // for questions, contact me directly. During the meeting, the executives scroll through the code, and the comment appears on the big screen. Silence. Mark starts sweating. The CEO asks Mark technical questions he can't answer. He stumbles, mumbles, falls apart. OP calmly steps in and explains everything. Clearly, confidently, flawlessly. Everyone sees the truth. After the meeting, the CEO calls OP into his office privately. OP finally hands over the dossier. Printed emails, time-stamped threats, proof of stolen work, screenshots, manipulation. The illegal document Mark tried to force him to sign. The CEO is stunned. "I had no idea this was happening," he says. He promises to handle it immediately. 2 hours later, HR calls Mark in. The door closes behind him, and that's where his downfall begins. They investigate. They find similar complaints from former employees. They uncover a long history of abuse, credit theft, and misconduct. Final result: Mark is fired with cause. He loses his bonus. He loses his recommendation. His reputation tanks. The company issues an internal statement announcing organizational restructuring, corporate language for "we took out the trash." A few days later, OP is called back into the CEO's office. But this time, it's not about problems. They offer him a promotion, a salary, raise his own development team, and a formal apology. OP accepts, but also requests that the company implement clearer policies to prevent future abuse. The CEO agrees. OP becomes one of the most respected employees in the entire company. Meanwhile, Mark tries to sue for wrongful termination and loses instantly because OP's documentation was airtight. Justice delivered, perfectly executed. So, what do I owe you think? Did OP go too far, or was this the most deserved corporate downfall ever? Personally, I think Mark got off easy.
OP works at a logistics company. He's been there for 3 years, works hard, gets along with everyone, except one guy. Let's call him Evan. Evan is the type of coworker who never does his work on time, takes long breaks, kisses up to management, steals credit, starts drama, but somehow always looks innocent. You know the type, the office snake. OP is in line for a promotion. Everyone knows he deserves it. Except Evan. Evan wants it too. Evan starts acting nice, too nice. He brings OP coffee. He laughs at his jokes. He says things like, "You totally deserve that promotion, man." But behind the scenes, Evan is collecting every tiny mistake OP makes. A typo in an email, a shipment label printed twice, a 3-minute delay, returning from lunch, a small disagreement with a customer. Tiny things nobody cares about. But Evan compiles them, creates a little portfolio of mistakes, and sends an email to their manager saying, "I'm concerned about OP's performance. I don't think he's ready for more responsibility." OP doesn't know any of this until he overhears Evan bragging in the break room. Management is totally buying it. He's done. That promotion is mine. OP freezes. He's angry, but he's also smart. And this is the key moment. He doesn't confront Evan. He doesn't tell management. He just starts his own counterattack. OP knows something about Evan that management does not know. Evan has been secretly clocking in early by giving his keycard to another coworker. That coworker clocks him in before Evan actually arrives, so Evan looks punctual on paper. This is corporate fraud and grounds for immediate termination. OP doesn't expose him right away. He waits. He watches. He records the times. He saves camera footage. He collects chat logs where Evan brags about outsmarting the system. Then OP schedules a quiet private meeting with HR. He walks in with timestamps, badge logs, chat screenshots, 2 witnesses, and security footage. The HR manager goes pale. This is a massive violation. They tell OP, "We'll handle this." The next morning, Evan walks in like he owns the place. He's smiling, confident, cocky. OP watches from his desk. HR calls Evan into the office. He goes in smiling and comes out white as a ghost. Security escorts him out while he screams, "This is a mistake!" But the evidence is undeniable. He loses his job, his chance at the promotion, his recommendation, his reputation in the entire industry. A week later, OP gets officially promoted. His manager says, "You've shown professionalism, integrity, and something Evan never had, honesty." Some people dig their own graves. Evan just dug his faster. All right, that's the end of today's stories. Now, I really want to know what you think. Which revenge was more satisfying? The boss getting exposed and losing everything? Or the coworker who tried to steal a promotion and ended up getting himself fired? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed these stories, make sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel more than you realize. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. The next revenge story is even crazier than these ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.